Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. Let's bleed this morning on this beautiful July 22nd, Phuck It Fridayz. What is Drew gonna talk about today? I don't know. I feel like bullying, because you know, sometimes people just ask for it. They just ask for work. They be like, please, give me this work. Please, let me get this work. So, whatever, man. Dwayne Jones, my brother from ATL, salute. Cesar, what up, bro? How you? Demon Kennedy, salute. Jermaine Jubilee, Anwar Willis, Black Cloud, Steve L, the Mac, my brother. Rod Neal, salute. Kane, the bad guy. Ratchet since 91. Jelly Bean. Dill Spoolie. Art Hostage, morning. Bolts UK. Geo James, stay ready. What's good, bro? See you in about a week. William Brunson, salute. Jason. Kind dude. What's good? Big Block. MXC, salute. Tat Lawson. Slim Hussein, salute. Boxing, please. Yusef, what up, bro? Mr. Black, early. In that super chat, he said, what it do, Drew? Salute. Salute to you, fam. Much love and appreciation. Yep. You know what, Votes UK, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna analyze this fucking picture of this little boy. We're gonna analyze Tyson Fury some more. We're gonna give him some more. We're gonna give him some more. This little boy is on the head of his father at a soccer game. Braveheart looking ass. I promise you, I'll never go to a soccer game. You don't know what gangster is until you see until you see soccer fans fighting. You will never know what thug is until you see that shit. No, thank you. I proudly say I'm not gangster. Proudly. Fuck that shit. I told y'all about that movie Green Street Hooligans. I'm like, is this a film or a documentary? What the fuck? I don't want no parts of that shit. I avoided gang warfare all my life right here in New York. I'm not fighting people over. No, thank you. This kid right here, by the time he's 20, you think you can tell him anything about his soccer team? He will fight you. He will fight you. Nope. No, thank you. Ryan Wright, Tay D, Soundless Beats, salute. El Padrino, salute. Nazi, what up? Ace Daddis, salute. Smash the like button, y'all. So, y'all know how I do. Let the roast begin.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Here we go. We got the engine started. And you see, I like to, Ramel, what up? I like to just, on Fridays, when possible, and fit, because, all my brothers and sisters, they got work, and, we're working people. But, if they got time, I let family on the panel and shit, you know what I mean? But we had a what I call a poser. We had a poser get on here in the chat when I left it open. You know, I do things for a reason. And I prove a point. People are always concerned about what we do and things that we say. I told y'all, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account. But there are people over there talking about what I say every day. Oh, Drew said he hopes somebody dies. There you go again. Drew said, he's blaming Tyson Fury for blood and Errol Spence not happening. Not what I said. Not what I said. You know, there was a cornball over there on Twitter, and I saw the screenshots. I saw every last one of them. That Paul Carrick, my brother, salute, bro. The motherfucker told a young lady, Marcus the Villain, salute, brother. Told a young lady who's in media that I took some material of hers, which prompted her to basically threaten my brother Trick Nolte, saying that, you know, if you use any of my material to monetize or something, you'll threaten with legal action. First of all, Trick don't even do fucking material. And he was like, what the fuck was that? He like literally got out of his bed and looked at his phone and was like, what the fuck? What is this? I don't even talk to this woman. Mr. P. Depp, 704 Joe, salute. So he contacted me, and I ain't gonna tell you well, basically he shut that shit down. And she backed off because she got triggered by a troll who watches. He's watching right now. He's watching right now. And I keep holding up this pen for a reason. It is indeed mightier than the sword. And some of you motherfuckers waltz through this social media shit like y'all can't get touched by legal action. But what happens is, I am a brand. That woman, she is a brand. Okay? And in the event that she has to get lawyers involved because she thought somebody took something of hers, the motherfucker told her, I think Drew Titan sampled your voice on his show. You should get his whole channel taken down. That's my advice. And she got triggered off of the advice of a troll who basically has a sexual attraction towards me. That's all it is. The motherfucker was on his Twitter post going off about something that I said on here about Tyson Fury. Meanwhile, Pete, his avatar is a picture of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder falling on the floor. And they had to let the young lady know, yo, look, this is who you're listening to. This is what we deal with, ladies and gentlemen. King Vonnie, salute. Joe the Beast. Nah, Ratchet, I ain't talking about him. That was taken care of. You notice I don't mention that no more, right? That was taken care of. I don't have to broadcast anything. That pen is mightier than the sword. I'll just say that. You notice I don't mention it, right? Because I don't need to. Salute to Big Dog Willie. He says Spence, Charlo, and Jack Dempsey duck Khan. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You see, if someone says, yo, Drew, someone did this and that, and said this and that, and it's affecting me, it can affect me personally, or it can affect like my pockets. The first thing I'll do is I'll go investigate it. When people say shit to me all the time, but like, yo, look, send me the link, timestamp it. I need to hear it myself. Maurice Berenston says, this is a picture of my hometown team in Groningen, the Netherlands. Bro, y'all gangsta out there. I ain't fucking with y'all. If you got kids doing this, I'm good. I'm all right. If I did this at a sports event with my parents, they'd cut my fucking hands off. Nope. But apparently, apparently this is normal. So I ain't fucking with that. Bruce Gas, salute. I ain't dealing with that shit. But yeah, Shorty got triggered by a troll. But that got worked out. Because she removed her tweets and turned on MMA, salute. And that bastard got quiet. But it's too late though. It's too late though, dude. It's too late though. Once you put it out there, you can't take it back. And these clowns run around here on social media like shit is sweet, like you can't get touched. Word Kane, we used to, I couldn't say anything. If I breathe heavy, my parents be on it. Todd French, salute. That's what I'm saying, man. This has become a business. Battle Ready Fitness, salute. Snacks B, salute. This is a business. And because you have a sick love affair for that bald-headed, coke-sniffing cartel muscle, that don't mean I gotta like him. He's a thugged out, coke-sniffing drug addict and drug pusher. And I don't fuck with him. And you fuck with him. And that tells me everything I need to know about you. And you have an avatar with his face on it. And one thing you can never say that I do is lie on that man. I don't need to. The man is a liar. Watch this, y'all. And I know he watching, and I cook him every day, and he can't help but to watch me. Watch this, y'all. Is Tyson Fury a liar? Yes or no? Just put it in the chat. Salute to the brother Maurice. Yes, sir. Y'all gangsta over there. Crazy. Yes, sir. Appreciate the support, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. So, yo, what I'm telling you, man, black parents is different. You be like, oh, and before you finish the sentence, they tell you, no, you can't go outside. You be like, oh, and then you get the look. You tighten it up. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Art Hosher says Tyson Fury sees himself as some kind of Bond villain, super secret gangster boss, mini-me, Kinahan, wannabe, even has a bald head for it instead of James Bond villain. Blowfield Tyson. Tyson Fury is blow hard. Sure will. Yes, sir. Yeah, look at all the yeses. Yep. Yep.
The devil is a motherfucking liar.
Yep. CB Sports, my brother Carl Burrell in the building. J Real Live, salute. Look at that. Look at all the yeses. Yeah, he's a liar, dude. He's a liar. He's a liar. Eddie Hearn is a liar. Yashaya, salute, bro. Dude is a liar. All we wanted was fights, and we wanted them clean. That's all we wanted. The circus with this Deontay Wilder thing started when he started fucking with you UK motherfuckers. That's the truth. He had no problem making fights with Brazil and all this other weird shit. Soon as he started fucking with these UK motherfuckers, that's when this shit started happening. There you go. Where's the line at? That's the truth. AJ lying all over the place. Eddie Hearn lying all over the place. Tyson Fury lying all over the place. And all Deontay did was give Tyson Fury an opportunity because he was 400 fucking pounds, fat, out of shape, coked out on the couch. Playboy plays, salute. New Fat Boy Fitness, my family, salute. The Big Steel, salute. Where's the lie? Shit got crazy when he started trying to do business with these motherfuckers across the pond. Those guys in particular. Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, and the circus began. What's sad is some motherfuckers over there root for him by way of tribalism. Y'all don't give a fuck. All we wanted was a fair fight. They came in here, oh, you don't like us because we're from the UK. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody loved fucking Lennox Lewis over here. And if you hated him, we hated him because he was so goddamn good. He's retired, and we celebrate him now. We celebrate him now. Y'all can't do that shit. Y'all are so fucking retarded. Y'all said that Lennox Lewis was jealous of Anthony Joshua? How? Why? What? What? You're out your mind. What? Get the fuck out of here. Listen very carefully. Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, you fucking guys have fucked off heavyweight boxing. Thank you. Thank you. Playboy plays in that super chat. Salute, bro. He says for the collection plate. Please. Man, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. T Hunt, salute. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You guys have fucked off the heavyweight division. Thank you. That was y'all. It wasn't us. That AJ Wilder fight was 1, 2, 3, easy to make. That was y'all with that bullshit. All I wanted in life. You right, Dwayne Jones. Absolutely. You right. You're absolutely right. Robert Singleton, salute. You're right. All I wanted in life at one point was I wanted Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao to retire so boxing could go back to normal. Because that was some bullshit. I was tired, man. I said, man, I don't want to do this shit. They need to fight. And it got to the point where I'm like, you know, I really don't give a shit who wins. Fight, get it out the way so they can go ahead and sit on their mountains of money and I could like watch boxing. Because it was hard talking about other boxing points without shit coming up. And then we was dealing with racism and everything else. Y'all know the story with this YouTube shit. And it got worse. It got worse. Deontay Wilder wasn't supposed to happen, y'all. I hope y'all know that. Wasn't supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. But it did. You couldn't stop it. All the poisoning of the water and the faulty equipment, they got caught doing everything. Right now. They're caught right now. I told y'all motherfuckers this shit wasn't over. And while y'all laughing and joking and trolling and shit, things are happening behind the scenes. Because when I bring it up and leave the chat open, you get motherfuckers with 3 first names coming in here. And I know he watching right now. Don't be nervous. And I gave him the opportunity. I said, man, I will send you a link. Drop your email. I will send your punk ass a link. Get your punk ass on here. You DJ Zion Love, salute. You really a representative? I appreciate you picking my platform to troll because he came in trolling at first. You're a representative, but you came in trolling. But you got something to say? There's going to be a new MTK? Please. Come on now. Let's talk. And what did he do? Like most trolls do. They disappear. They don't show their face and they disappear. Because you guys are punks. You guys are punks. And you identify with guys like Tyson Fury. You identify with guys like Tyson Fury because you was raised like this little boy on the head of his fucking father. I saw the full picture. His father's a bald-headed guy with shades on. He got his son on his neck flipping the bird. This is what you raise your kids to do? That's why I have this picture up here. I don't do anything by accident, y'all. This is out of pocket, y'all. This is out of pocket. You raise it. This isn't funny, man. Over here in America, there's a video. It happened a few months ago. This white boy, a boy, this kid was, if he was no older than 10 years old, went banging on his neighbor's door with a stick. Of course, the neighbors was black. Little boy was white. And he was beefing about something. Let me explain something to you. In no universe, as a child, would I go bang on my neighbor's door because I felt that he or she was doing something wrong. That's out of line. That's an adult. You see, we're in an era where people, do you understand what the T word? I can't say the schmerism. Let's call it schmerism. Black Cloud, PJ's Big Dog, salute. Snacks B. Schmerism. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ever watch the interview with those guys? They actually believe that, you know, whoever they worship to, because it's not Allah, if they blow themselves up in the crowd, taking out some people, that they go to heaven and have like 40 virgins and I don't know, a palace and word. That's what you know how hard it is to deprogram somebody from growing up. If you raise this kid right here, by the time he's 15, if you talk bad about a soccer team, he'll be ready to fight you. He will fight somebody in school. His father get called in. Yeah, you know, they had a fight because he said little Josh over here disrespected the soccer team. And his father will be like, okay, I'll handle it. And he'll be high-fiving his son in the car. That's how you do it, Tommy. Looking ass. Yeah, Black Cloud, he had a whip. That's what he had. It wasn't a stick, it was a whip. It was a whip. Now, what the fuck made that kid think it was okay to go knock on your grown-ass neighbor's door? He really thought his privilege gave him authority. Here's the reality. The right people answered that door, because if that was my house, I ain't gonna say what I'd have did. I ain't gonna say what I'd have did. Let's just say it'd turned into a kidnapping case. Because I'd have let him in. I'd have let him in. And by the time it hit the news, it'd been like the crazy black neighbors kidnapped my son. No, come get him. I didn't invite him over. He came to my door with a whip, and I let him in. I wanted him to get it off his chest. And now he has no chest. You can see his heart, though. Save him. Call the paramedics. See, that shit, I don't play. Listen, raise your kids right. Because when they start talking crazy, I know where they get it from. And since you're raising them wrong, I am going to teach them early, because I'll be saving their life. And you're setting them up to get killed. See, this little fucking kid should be home if it gets violent like this. This ain't cute. This ain't cute. Brian H., salute, counselor. This ain't cute. Big Texas, Joe the Beast. This ain't cute. But what I'm saying is, when you deal with a certain audience, you can tell. If you love the sport of boxing like you think you do, then how Tyson Fury is moving should be unacceptable to you. And that's from the heart. I remember when Deontay said, get off the couch, I'm giving you 50-50. I said the world of boxing needs the Gypsy King. He has the gift of gab. He has way above average skill. He's a big guy. David Scott, salute. He had a little trouble, but maybe he learned his lesson. I don't want to see the guy deteriorate on the couch. I said that. And for those of you, well, there's only one other person that knows that. We was in a Facebook group, my brother Xavier. Yeah, Brian H. Yeah, this is actually sad. That's why I have this up. Lander 216, salute, brother. Yeah, Joe the Beast. Yo, the parents went to confront the neighbors. This motherfucker grabbed the goddamn AR-15. Pussy. Pussy. You got your fucking son coming to my door with a whip. I say, yo, look, man, your son's out of pocket. What is this? Whoa, gun? I just came to talk to you about your son coming to my house with a whip. Where did he get that idea from? He's teaching them. The parents teaching that shit. And when you go to confront the parents, they're grabbing a firearm. Pussy. Pussy. That's Tyson Fury. I can't beat this guy Deontay fan square. I need the help of judges. I need the help of fucking cartel leaders. I need the help of a crossover nigga named Sugar Hill. I need all kinds of help because I can't do it by myself. I need egg weights in my gloves. I need deflated gloves. I need all kinds of fucking fuckery. I need help. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'm white. That still means something in this world. Deontay Wilder's American, but he's black. Nobody likes him over here. Yup. Lightning in the bottle. You see, you dumb niggas? You stupid niggas? You see why we don't like you niggas? And y'all smoke screening, talking about, oh, I'm just keeping it boxing, nigga. You don't know shit about boxing, because everything we said carries weight. And now you fucking see. I just asked y'all to tell me if Tyson Fury is a liar or not. You know he's a liar. 1 minute he says he's not coming back unless you pay him $500 million. Recently, he says he wants to fight Anthony Joshua for free. What the fuck was that? Cassandra, salute, sis. Vince, what up? Tell me what the fuck that is. He's not just chatting shit. There's something going on. I kept telling y'all dumbasses this. And I'm talking to the haters. I'm talking to the motherfuckers that got Twitter fingers. Tweet this, dummies. Something's not right. Edgar, what up? Stormy, salute. Something ain't right. So the motherfuckers that sneak in here and screen record my shit and manipulate it and run to Twitter and talk about what I'm talking about, quote me 100%. You can't do it. You are equivalent to this little boy flipping people the bird. They think you're cute, but you're really stupid. You're equivalent to that little fucking white boy banging on his black neighbor's door with a whip. And then when people want to set the kid straight, the parents put out when you go approach the parents, say, yo, look, your kid's out of pocket. What is he doing? The parents pull out an AR-15. That's the Fury fans. When we're trying to do what's right by way of boxing, y'all pulling out AR-15s. But y'all have empty magazines, and the world sees you. That happened in Dallas. That dude is a pussy. That dude is a pussy, for real. That dude is a pussy. I can't tell you how many times that I've been somewhere. Yeah, I remember I was bouncing at a club. Quick story. Shamar, what up? Jason, what up? Quick story. Let me move this picture. This shit is getting aggravating to look at. Years ago, I was bouncing at a club, right? Somewhere in Manhattan. Fight breaks out upstairs. We go running upstairs and break up the fight. You know, a couple of white boys had a little too much to drink. You know, Almighty Law, salute. Go to separate them. So while my boys is pulling one crowd one way, I'm pulling another crowd one way. I feel like a baby hand on my throat. I thought it was a girl. So, and it's trying to squeeze me. I'm like, because sometimes people are starting to fall and they'll like grab onto something. So that's what it felt like. And I said, is this person falling? I said, what is this bitch doing? And then they adjusted and started to squeeze my throat. Now I wasn't like flinging people around. I was like, all right, just back up, y'all. Back up, y'all. It's all right. We ain't throwing nobody out. Had a little too much to drink, y'all. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? I look, it's this little white motherfucker, about this big. And he got his baby hand around my throat. He had on khakis, a button up, and he's flush red, and he's grabbing me like, and I'm like, bro, you all right? He's breathing heavy. Got a beer in his hand. And I asked him again, bro, you okay? You know, I was below 96th Street. So I had to change my lingo. Bro, are you okay? You know what he says to me? I'll sue you. What? I said, I didn't hear you. What? And while his hand is around my throat trying to choke me, I leaned down. I said, I didn't hear you. What? I'll sue you. I said, don't hate me, hug me. So I hold my arms up. I said, come here, brother, come here. I know you had a little too much to drink. So then I hugged him. I had my hand on the back of his head. And I began to fucking squeeze. And I had this hand behind his neck. And he was in the death grip. And I put my fucking mouth right next to his ear. I said, motherfucker, let me tell you something. If you don't remove your fucking baby hand from around my throat, I will stop you from breathing in 3, 2, 1. And he let go. Because by then he was like this. And he let go. And by the way, I had him up. His feet were dangling. There's an exit. And there was a flight of stairs. Because the next step was flashback. I formation. 32, snap that ball. Right through the gap. I'm talking Emmitt Smith. Thurman Thomas. I'm talking top speed through that fucking door. It was a push door. And I had his little ass. And I looked at that, I turned to that door. I said, bro, I ain't had one all month long. And my heart was, you know how that adrenaline hits your stomach? I'm like, yep, here we go. Yep. And I had him like a baby. He let go. And I dropped him. I said, go sit your ass down in a corner. Don't fucking move. My boy Dennis flashed the light, because you know you had to communicate with lights. He was like, good? I was like, we good over here. He just had a little too much. Yeah, Barry Sanders looking ass. Yeah. Kane said that was child abuse. No, that motherfucker, he probably worked at a law firm and all that. He was proper. Shirt was tucked in the pants and everything. He smelt great. I don't know what the fuck. Reef, what up? I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Straight combo, salute. I don't know what that was. And I don't know why. You see, you gotta understand. Some of these motherfuckers are stuntmen. They will legitimately risk life and limb if it means a lawsuit for them. Yeah. These motherfuckers are stuntmen. They're thinking lawsuit. Why do you think? Yeah, Sean, it was downtown. For those of you that been to New York and you understand what I said, 96th Street downtown, it's different. 96th Street uptown is basically Harlem. The hood changes once you hit 96th Street downtown, the neighborhood changes completely. There's a lot of gentrification uptown. JC, what up? Syriot, what up? It's different. But I forgot where I was, but that was fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, OJ was a killer on the field too. But I picked that motherfucker up. I looked at that exit. I was about to go top speed. I mean, like, I was gonna kick my fucking leg off the fucking wall and just run. Boom! We've done it dozens of times in that spot. All you hear is, get him out, get him out, get him out, get him out, get him out. Boom! When you get to the steps, whee! Good luck. When we put motherfuckers out that second floor, I'll never forget that, because you know and that's not the only time. I say, why would he do that? And then he said, I'll sue you. And he grabbed me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I said, who the fuck is sweaty palms? I thought it was a girl. Now look. Why the fuck is he? Sante L, what up? I said, what the fuck is wrong with him? All right. He wasn't drunk. I just said, you had a little too much though. And when I was done with him, he did sit in that corner and he didn't move. Because he almost caught it. But boxing, please. Morning.
Morning, Drew. How you doing?
I'm doing splendid, brother. How are you?
Well, busy as ever.
Yes, sir. Busy means you're working. That's all good.
Yeah, it's all research.
Yep. Well, GP, what up? Yeah, I was just sharing an old bouncer story. You know, good times. A lot of bad times, but good times. But I was making the point that to support the actions of a guy like Tyson Fury, it speaks volumes about the person as a person. It speaks volumes about the individual as a person. And those people are not even really boxing fans. They're fans of fucking fucked up behavior. You know what they're equivalent to? And I'm sure people in the chat can identify with this. Everybody knows that group of individuals that were fascinated with the biggest drug dealer around whatever city they grew up in. I never celebrated that shit. You know, I saw. You know what's aggravating? DB Monster Track. So what's aggravating is I remember I was outside one day and I saw some kid. Kid was like a teenager, and I looked down at his sneakers, and on his sneakers was a picture of a black and white picture of Tony Montana. You know, Scarface, the character, on his sneakers. And I'm like, they sell that shit? Now, what I know is the kid was too young to even know what that movie was when it came out. I mean, you know now, but can I ask y'all something? And I'm talking to the Black Americans in the chat. Why the fuck is Scarface a pivotal movie in black culture? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is ignorance celebrated? And I'm looking at this young black kid with Scarface on his sneakers, played by who played Scarface? What's his name?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino played a Cuban refugee or whatever the fuck who turned drug lord, who dies at the end. Real quick, I did grow up, Brothers UK, salute, Quad Leonard, salute. Edgar Savas in that super chat, much love, appreciation. He said, had me dying with the story in front of the patients. It's true. Salute to you in that super chat, much love. It is so enraging. It is so enraging. Okay.
I mean, I think what you have to understand, Drew, is that the Fury family are despised by the majority of people in the UK. The supporters of Fury are a small minority who are very vocal, very aggressive. Now, let me tell you, they're like when you were at school and there was the bully in the schoolyard, and the bully had a few people around him who were sycophants, who wanted to be friends with the school bully, but the majority of people didn't, and they would just keep quiet. And so the majority of people from all races, creeds and colours do not like the Fury family, but they're frightened to stand up and be counted because the Fury family and their supporters are antisocial, uneducated thugs. That is what they are, okay? And you mustn't think that the Furies have a lot of support. When Tyson Fury was nominated for the BBC Personality of the Year, 140,000 UK citizens wrote in and objected, saying he wasn't the kind of role model to receive the award, and the BBC took his name off the list. You can go and check the article. 140,000 UK citizens objected to Tyson Fury being in the BBC Sports Personality of the Year. But what happens is those who support Fury are very vocal and they are bullies. They're all bullies. And that is what's happening. And people like myself get attacked because I try to stand up and try to get to the truth. This has got nothing to do with race, creed or colour. This is to do with right and wrong. Okay? And that is what it's about. And I mean, people are calling for people to unsubscribe to my channel because, you know, all of a sudden, you know, I'm attacking the Fury family, making the connections with Daniel Kinahan, the drug cartel boss. Well, I'm not doing that personally. It's being done by hundreds of people. It's just that I'm actually trying to report the truth when the media are asleep at the wheel. That's the question I want to know. Why?
Oh, we know about being asleep at the wheel because ESPN has yet to say anything about why the WBC heavyweight champion can't return to America. And why they mentioned that Jake Paul is now fighting Hakeem Rahman Jr. and Tommy Fury pulled out the fight. But they're not mentioning why the fight's not happening at Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing, and Tyson Fury's younger brother can't fight Jake Paul at MSG, $2 million. They're not mentioning why. You know why? Because I believe that this motherfucker's on ESPN on that goddamn list. I believe it. I want the fucking list. That's what I want. I want the list. And you're absolutely right. The bully analogy. Everybody that knows about that bullying school. That bullying school had what we call minions.
That's it, minion. Good word. And
the minions were around them because they were scared of the bully. But for some reason, the bully liked the minions and kept them around. But the bully would slap around the minions every now and again. You understand? And these are the people that Tyson Fury surrounds himself with. You see, I was never that type of person. I was never a bully either. But when I hung around some friends and when we got a little older and they decided to do certain things, I was the type of person that said, you know what, that's cool, but I ain't with that. You go ahead though. Because it comes to a point where you know the difference between right and wrong. All right. So when we're exposing all of this truth, and I'm happy you said that. When you get a chance, you can send me that article. I want to know about those people that said that this guy's not a personality of the year. I want to know about that. And we hear things about them not fucking with Fury like that over there, which is why he said he came here. Because he said he wasn't appreciated in the UK. Now he can't come here. And I jokingly said, me and some brothers from the Bronx are going to go to his mansion and piss in his pool. But seriously, what's going to happen with his property in Las Vegas since he can't get here?
I think that's going to be the least of its problems. And to be honest with you, okay, there have been developments. I know that you know certain things that are going on behind the scenes, and Tay Jones knows things that are going on behind the scenes that are not to be discussed at the moment, which will be revealed as we go forward. Last week, when President Biden went to the Middle East, right, he raised the issue of the Kinahans with the UAE president. Sean Murphy, the charge d'affaires to the UAE, officially requested the extradition of the Kinahans, and the UAE came back and said, what we'll do is what we've done with other gangsters. We will arrest them and then let the extradition process take its course. Now, it's reached presidential level, so going forward, that's the next thing we can expect to see. Also, there are investigations in the UK by the National Crime Agency into the finances of Tyson Fury, into the finances of a lot of other people, and their investigations are continuing. And at some stage, they will want to interview Tyson Fury under caution. Okay, now that may be done away from the public view and quiet. Okay, but all this will come out. What we're doing is we're seeing a huge case globally being investigated in real time. And authorities, once they have finished their investigations and are ready to move forward with all the arrests, that's when I think the media will jump on board. I believe the media have been told to keep quiet and not to ask questions at this stage. That's what I personally believe. And I believe that the money trail will go into ESPN, it will go into all the huge people that we know, okay, and they're all going to be implicated. And they're all playing this facade that everything's okay and everything's sweet and honey when it's not. And the thing is, you from your side of the Atlantic, Drew and Tay, know that there's things going on from your side. I know things are going on from the UK, and we're seeing things that are going on in Dubai that are going to be going on. And to be honest with you, it's like watching a slow motion car crash. But the problem is we can't share it all at the moment, because to be honest with you, some of the information you've got, I've got, Tay's got, other people have got, is sort of embargoed at the moment. You know
what? Well, I ain't gonna. Tay's been working behind the scenes. He's been in touch with people on your side of the pond, and filling in gaps that they didn't know. Because Tay is an insider, because he's directly involved with everything that happened with Deontay. And I'm not gonna put what's going on out there, but that's perfect. That's a perfect analogy. It's a slow motion car crash, like when you're watching it in the movie. Yeah, like that. That's exactly what's happening. And just because we're not seeing convictions right away, and we don't see everything on the news, we sound like madmen just talking about it on YouTube, and people don't think that it's real because we're just on YouTube. But you know what, y'all? Let me explain something to y'all. They look down, old media looked down on the YouTubers 5, 6, 7 years ago, and now you're turning around those same old media motherfuckers got YouTube channels. And then you go to those channels to see what they're talking, and they ain't talking about nothing because they don't know what they don't know what we know. For example, Paulie Malignaggi has a podcast now. And did you hear him have a conversation with Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones about Devin Haney? There was no facts in that entire conversation. Nobody knew the inside that we knew. Now, a bit of that miseducation, I will say it was on purpose by Paulie Malignaggi because it's his show. And I will say that I believe that Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones were just brought up to speed by somebody that didn't know any, that chose to be ignorant. They didn't know. The two black men sitting on the couch, they didn't know. They were following the lead of Paulie, which is why you can't believe everything that some of these old media motherfuckers says. I bet you they don't even know those two black men, Hall of Fame boxers, who actually fought each other, all right? 3 times. They don't know that Paulie Malignaggi told me that Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. Do you think if they knew that, they'd be sitting on that couch? Because I doubt Paulie paid them some handsome money, which is why you can't listen to everybody. I doubt they know that. They're too involved in their own business. Roy's training fighters. You know, he's dealing with trying to get that shorty out of Russia for drugs or whatever. Antonio Tarver has his own business. He's training his son. Salute to him. They don't know Paulie. That's just a fraternity thing. They're all fighters and they trust Paulie to tell them whatever so they can have a conversation. That's all it is. They don't know about, they don't do, you think Roy and Tony spoke to Bill Haney? No. Do you think if Bill Haney was on that show, that conversation would have went like that? Can you imagine Bill? Wait, Paulie, what are you talking about? That's not what happened. It'd have been something else. This is what I'm talking about. All these people that shit on us. Y'all remember during the pandemic how ESPN was laying off these boxing big heads? Who grew during the pandemic? We did. Because people needed to hear real information, not bullshit information. And all they did was get on a panel and talk about their resume and they went to school for journalism. And they don't understand how a guy like 78, guys like Black Fight Fan, guys like Champ Side, Boxing Ego, how their channels grew and their income maintained. It was steady. And these motherfuckers was getting laid off. Homes going into foreclosure and shit. And they got on there and all they could talk about was their education. It didn't work out for them, did it? And they get mad at us. And they still get mad at us on Twitter talking shit about us. But if you want some truth, here it is. So I'm gonna bring the conversation full circle. When you want some truth about what's going on with Tyson Fury and you watch it and you say, yo, that behavior looks a little erratic. 1 minute he's retired, but he'll come out of retirement for $500 million. And then a week later, the motherfucker says, I want to fight Anthony Joshua. I signed my contract, but the fight has to be for free. What the fuck? Todd French in that super chat, much love. He says, salute to you, Art, for having the whereabouts and the decency that these mainstream medias lack. It's refreshing. Salute to the truth, hashtag LDBC. Man, people love you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that everyone can agree on now, with what's come out in the mainstream media and everyone knows, that Dubai should be on a blacklist or should be on a list of places not to go to. Okay, and so anyone going to Dubai must know how it looks. Okay, so we should not be hearing of any boxers, any prominent people in the boxing industry visiting Dubai, because it's like visiting Pirate Island. Okay, to be honest with you. And so even like with Devin Haney, I mean, he visited Dubai. Just visiting there, even if you're innocent, you know, I want to send a plea out now to everyone in the boxing industry. If you are innocent, have got no connections with Kinahan, do not go to Dubai. Because honestly and truthfully, it does not look good. But if you have got connections with Kinahan and you are involved, well, you can then do what you want, because you will be found out and you will have to answer for those things very, very shortly.
True story. True story. That the block is hot, y'all. The block is hot. And we told you this was coming. And all this lollygagging and shit, you know, with the exception of a few trolls, hasn't it been real fucking quiet? It's been real quiet, hasn't it? It's been real quiet. You know, we all know that Deontay is coming back by popular demand. He's coming back. And Fury's retired, so he said. No one cares. Then he says he wants to fight AJ. What if he loses to Usyk? He still wants to fight AJ. He said he signed his contract. Matter of fact, I played for you. I played for you. What the fuck is wrong? First of all, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. All right? And then tell me about this. I'll play it for you. Here you go.
This is a reconfirmation of what I've said about fighting Anthony Joshua for fuck all in England. That's how the fight happens. I signed the contract today. The fight's got to be for free. Free to air television. All tickets go for free. No money is to be made out of this British historic fight if it happens. There's the terms. I'm in the driving seat. Take it or effing leave it. The ball is in your court, guys. Take it or leave it. Either way, I don't give a damn. That's the offer. Peace out.
You know what? How do you go from I'm not fighting unless it's 500 million to I'm gonna fight AJ for free? What if AJ loses? You still want to fight AJ? What if AJ loses? Wouldn't it make more sense to go for undisputed and fight Usyk? Yeah. By the way, y'all notice how undisputed? No one gives a shit about it anymore. No. Hey, Devin Haney's undisputed. No one cares. Okay. If Usyk beats AJ, Fury don't want to fight him because he's retired. No one cares. But if AJ loses still, he said Fury. I mean Fury said, I want to fight AJ. No one cares. You funny? Don't you find it funny how no one gives a shit about undisputed anymore? And is anybody saying anything about this weird ass statement he just made? Are we the only ones talking about? We the only persons that find that shit strange? What happened?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. That is all I can say. Honestly and truthfully, right now, all joking aside though, Drew, okay, listen, if Fury agrees to do another fight, will he be drug tested?
Probably
because
not.
he obviously has been taking some kind of Colombian marching powder or Peruvian cocaine. He's obviously been doing something. Okay, so or even what are those steroids and things that he seems to take a lot of, and all that stuff, right? Will if a Fury comeback is on the cards, will he be drug tested before the fight or during the fight? I mean, I don't know. What are the rules?
There are no rules when it comes to the Furies because no one gives a shit about what he does. Right before he fought Wilder a third time, he pulled out because he said he had COVID. Right? I didn't see no positive test. All right. Then he flies to the UK, so we don't know if Vada could get to him over there, all right, because he said he had some sort of sick child or whatever. Then comes back, right? Tay Jones says he got an injection in his arm or elbow. I don't know whether it was a week before the fight, the night of the fight. We don't know, okay? And all I know is that round 11, before the bell rang, he's bouncing around in his corner like it was round 1 after getting knocked down and knocked out. Because they blew the call in round 4. Okay, once again they blow these calls all over the place. But he's bouncing around before the bell rang in round 11, like it was round 1. So of course he's not gonna get tested. No one cares. And that's the thing. There are no Tyson Fury fans. It's just Deontay Wilder haters over here. And the real fan base that he fucking has in the UK, they're a bunch of fucking thugs. They're a bunch of fucking thugs that co-sign that shit. And that was my point earlier. When I saw a young black, salute the Shade Girl, she's now in the Strong House. I'm gonna salute, I love you, baby. Much love. That's what makes me sick. That was my point when I saw that little black kid wearing sneakers that had Tony Montana's face on it. I asked him, I said, those sneakers, Who bought you those? Of course, he said his mother. He didn't say his dad. He said, oh, my mom's got it for me. And I'm looking at this kid, like, his mom's probably my age. I would never buy any attire for any one of my children with a real American gangster on it, let alone a fake one that's glorified in black culture on a silver screen. I'm not doing that shit. What is that saying? What is that saying? I don't celebrate that shit. When I was coming up, some of my friends were like, oh man, you wouldn't want to live like Tony Montana. You wouldn't want to live like, you know, the Nino Brown, the bitches, the drugs, the money. I'm like, no. They say, why? I said, motherfucker, all those movies end the same way. You end up dead in jail, like our parents told us. You go that route, you end up either dead or in jail. Those are your choices. I don't know one kingpin that successfully retired with no headache. Because even if you get out the game, you always gotta be looking over your shoulder because you fucked over millions of people. You might get taken out by the person that you had a minion sell crack to and that killed his or her mom. And then they see you, oh, that's the motherfucker that used to run the block? And it's 50 years later. Watch this. Bing! Game over. That's how Nino Brown caught it in New Jack City, you remember? At the very end, he got shot by the old man that just wanted the drugs out of his community. Walked right in the courthouse and shot his ass. That's symbolic. The last person, the police ain't get him. All right? The government ain't get him. His own boys ain't turn on him. Nino Brown got shot by a concerned citizen. You understand? All those movies end the same way. This is real life. You think Daniel Kennedy is sitting somewhere on a throne of money talking about, yeah, I'm winning. No. He got to watch the people. He got to hire people to watch the people that's watching him.
Exactly, yeah. And one very important point as well, Drew, is those from the working class, doesn't matter what race or creed or colour, okay, who make it big, maybe through sport, maybe through a professional career, lawyers, doesn't matter whether they're black or white, they have a responsibility to act like a role model for those they leave behind. And, you know, people like Deontay Wilder, okay, right, he has to be a role model to those he leaves behind when he becomes successful. And Tyson Fury's the same, except they bring it into disrepute and they promote the wrong kind of role model.
Right.
You know, what about, everyone must remember Smoking Joe Frazier. What a role model he was outside the ring. A gentleman, terrified of his mum. His mom, he was terrified of her. He used to go to church, very, very humble. That is the kind of role models and people that we should say to the children, you know, you should aspire to be like. Not the gangster kind of aggressive, antisocial, violent, thuggish behaviour that we see. That's the problem that we face.
Absolutely, and I like what Qualina said. Alpo, he made it through listen, for those of you that don't know, Alpo, that character Nino Brown was spun off of this guy Alpo. Y'all do the research about him. Alpo made it through the 80s and 90s, the crack era in Harlem. That was Alpo. He had shit on lock. He did time in prison. They hit him with a lot of things, but a lot of things they couldn't hit him with. He did his whole bid. He came out and got shot on some bullshit. Got shot. It was fairly recently. He got shot in Harlem, the place where he used to hold down. And I heard he got shot over a girl. You see? The streets done changed. The code is different. Everything is different. It's like a time warp. You go into jail, it's one thing. You come out, shit is different. The streets is different. These kids have a different code. Everything is different. Alpo is dead over some bullshit. There you go. So shit ain't sweet. It's not sweet in these streets. You get what you put out. Now, I asked everyone, is Tyson Fury a liar? Everyone said yes, but I want y'all to hear this. Listen carefully.
I play fair and square. He's got a bad hatred towards me, I don't know why. But let me tell you, he lost like a man tonight. He put me down 3 times and put him down 4. Great heavyweight fight.
I never cheated a day in my life. He lost fair and square. The motherfucker, even when he quote unquote won, he's still in there lying. This guy is the scum of the fucking earth. He's still in there lying. He's still lying. He never cheated a day in his life. Ask Christian Hammer. I mean, what the fuck? At that point, he didn't have a boxing license in the UK. He never cheated a day in his life. That's your champion? That guy? That's you. Okay, anything's better than the black, strong, heavyweight American champion. Anything's better than that, though, right? This is why we do what we do. Do you want to listen to Dan Raphael and Steve Kim and Rick Glacier and all these other fucking big heads? Or you want to come here? Tyson Fury is the biggest piece of shit in boxing. Now, he might be the biggest piece of shit in the history of boxing. He might be. There's a lot of runner-ups, but I think on this level, because of who he's dealing with and how Daniel Kennedy is moving and how the media is so about it, he might be the biggest piece of shit in boxing history. And thank you. Now, let me talk to you Americans. Thank you. Because you want to be wrong and strong. And the same motherfuckers that had all this shit to say about Deontay and his quote-unquote fan base that are making him look bad, where are your videos? Because I got one question for you. Why can't Tyson Fury come back to America? Why can't his brother come here? You know why? I think when that list comes out for our eyes to see, don't be surprised if you see some fucking YouTubers on there. You know the motherfuckers that were pro Deontay, and then like night and day, they just started talking shit about him and about us and everything. You was like, whoa, what the fuck happened? Yeah. I think y'all on the list. I don't know. I want the list. I heard it was 600, then I heard it was 1,100, and then I heard it was 1,300. I don't know. But I want the list. I want the list. I want the list! Time reveals all truth. And a lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. You motherfuckers. Xavier, what up? I want the list. We've been called crazy all this time. All this time. And this the guy y'all accepted? This guy done lied to y'all? Y'all remember he told y'all? Come on,
Just
man.
got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi. Yes.
That was on BoxRec. We got bombarded with a bunch of Fury fans talking about, they made videos, how we're wrong, the LDBC's wrong, and Drew Tyson, he's wrong. This is Drew Tyson mad that Anthony Joshua's facing Tyson Fury next. This is my response to Drew Tyson. Sorry, dude. You couldn't even see the third Wilder Fury fight. Moment of silence. Sorry. Even if AJ versus Fury was next, he wasn't around to see it. You see, family, a lot of times you don't even have to say a word. Not everything warrants a response. Because you know what happened? Y'all remember what happened. Y'all were all there. Tate called me on the phone. He said, guess what, Brody? I said, what? He said, we won. I said, word? Serious? He sent me the article. He said, yeah, we won. He said, we got next. I pulled off the highway and I went live right there. I was in the mall. I went live right there. I said, yep, we won. Yeah, buddy. Boxing scene. I'm sorry, not boxing, box rec. Had to take down that, ESPN. All of a sudden, they blamed someone else for giving them that information. They blamed Fury. So these guys been caught in several lies, motherfucker. This is a man of integrity? I don't think so. His record proves it, but you hate Deontay so much, and some of you motherfuckers took money to talk about him so bad. And look at what's happening. And y'all thinking that if you just, I don't hear, I don't see, it's gonna come out. And when motherfuckers start going to jail, and when motherfuckers start getting called down to court, I want to see your videos. I want to see your videos. Got anything else on hostage?
Well, excuse me. Yeah, I would just like to say we will see exactly how tough Daniel Kinahan, Tyson Fury, all of them, Bob Arum, are when they're interviewed by the feds, by the authorities under caution. We see how tough those tough guys are when they're facing serious criminal charges. Let's take it, how long do we think it'll take before they flip? I think 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and they'll say, what have I got to do to get myself out of this problem? And they will say, testify. And it's a food game. And what will people say when we see people like Tyson Fury becoming a Sammy Gravano and flipping, or a 6'9"? You remember him, 6'9"?
Yep.
Okay, and what will people say then? All this nonsense about Omerta. Omerta only works until you're facing 25 to life, and then it goes out the window.
I'm gonna enjoy the fireworks. I hope they air it on C-SPAN out here or something, because I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, this will be a huge thing. There will be a huge trial at some stage, which will saturate the whole media, and they will all act as if they discovered all these facts, and all the hard work that you have done and all the hard work that other people have done, Tay and many other people, will just be disregarded, and the mainstream media will act as if they are the knights in shining armour. They will just jump on board, and they will act as if they are the ones that broke this story of this terrible corruption, when for years, people like yourself and Tay have had to take all the attacks and everything.
You see, one thing they can't do is take down the work we've already done. The work we've done is pivotal. There was a lot of things that were happening, and we just couldn't figure out, how deep this went. And like I said, I found you on Plastic Patty. I don't know what happened. Plastic Patty just popped up on my algorithm, and he was talking about Daniel Kinahan. I said, let me see what this guy's talking about. And you and him, y'all were cooking for like 4 hours. And I was cleaning my apartment, and I'm just looking like, whoa, I didn't know that. I did not know how deep this shit went. I said, what the fuck? This guy's on fire in these streets. And I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck does the government not know any of this? They know. And I said, well, why isn't ESPN saying anything about this? They know, because these motherfuckers are in on it. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I started sending links to people like, yo, did you hear this? Did you know this? And we appreciate you because you filled in the gaps. There's a lot of shit we ain't know. And there's a lot of shit that Tay is talking, a lot of things. Tay is having conversations with people across the pond. And there's things that they didn't know. that happened behind the scenes with Deontay Wilder. And Tay knows because he was there. And he has video evidence. All of those lies that we said when Mauricio Suleiman came out and called us silly and stupid for just trying to ruin a perfect night of boxing, a historical night of boxing, and there's no way cheating took place because I was in both rooms. Bullshit. I saw the video. You were not there. And when he was in the barbershop, I asked him, who put on the gloves? Who wrapped the hands? I don't know. I said, well, where are the gloves? I don't know. I said, well, Sugar Hill told Fred that they're in his house. Hello? I was telling him, ask Sugar Hill to see the gloves. Because if you see those gloves, and they're not to your standards, you can say, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Wash your hands. Too late now, because now your punk ass is going to be in court. You're on that list. Mauricio Suleiman has been out of the news, and the block is hot. Everybody's jumping through hoops. They just ordered Boo Boo Andre to go do something. More on that later on in the week. The WBA is jumping through hoops right now. I'm looking at boxing scene. They got these dudes at strawweight unifying titles, and why they airing WBA news from strawweight now all of a sudden? Everybody's hopping on it now. WBO, WBA, and now the WBC awfully silent. This is not a coincidence. Just remember where the news came from. It came from guys like Art Hostage. It came from guys like me and Ego and Champside and Tay Jones and the rest of the LDBC. We've been on this. And now people are asking, yo, what really happened versus Wilder versus Fury 2? Which made me look at Wilder Fury 1, and I say, yo, look, that was a knockout in the 12th round in the first fight. And what the fuck was wrong with his glove in the first fight? That shit was not normal. I don't care what you say. We had video and we got other people from across the pond. I was like, yo, y'all didn't know about that? That's what these pikeys do. I said, well, what the fuck is a pikey? I don't know what that is. What is that? I didn't know. Come to find out, people that are not black were telling me, oh yeah, he's Irish. I mean, he's a gypsy. Oh, them motherfuckers always cheat. I said, what the fuck? Glasses Malone. You know my guy, Glasses Malone? He sent me a video, gypsies with street racing. Them motherfuckers are doing all kinds of weird shit to their cars all the time. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. He said that's a culture that they have. That's a culture. Look, I don't know nothing about it. It's
yeah, and also, Drew, okay, you was investigating it from your perspective as a boxing fan. I was investigating this as a true crime historian, and our paths merged when we started to talk about Daniel Kinahan, the drug super cartel, boxing, the corruption, and we came from different angles like a pincer movement, and now hopefully together, shoulder to shoulder, friends across the ocean, we can go forward and expose this. And then once everyone else gets on board, we can just stand back and say, well, we've been saying this for a long, long time. And to be honest with you, it'll be people like your good self who hopefully will benefit out of it. And people will maybe want to come and speak to you or listen to what you've got to say in the future.
Well, that'd be dope. I mean, depending on who it is, I wouldn't even want to talk to them. If it'd be old media, I don't want ESPN, you know. I mean, that'd be dope if they'd be like, oh, you know, breaking news, you know, and it was right on our nose the whole time. Not even ESPN, like CNN, like, yo, these guys on YouTube, they've been talking about this for so, you know, we want to get you on can you imagine my ass on CNN on the panel? I probably wouldn't even go at that point. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk. Listen, because it's a farce. You motherfuckers knew the whole time. I don't care who gets credit for this. Y'all know where the real came from. Because I've been on it. What I do know is the trolls have been a little bit more silent than usual. Not some motherfucker coming in here with 3 first names saying that they just came from Dubai. Motherfucker, don't put yourself in some bullshit that you really don't want no part of. Because you said that, people now may want to know who you are, you fucking dummy. Don't even play like that. You know, like how you on the block and say, yo, man, don't say nothing bad about so-and-so. You don't know the walls have ears. He might come and fuck you up. Somebody might tell somebody and somebody might tell somebody and you might get cut. This is the type of shit. What was that motherfucker's name yesterday? Tony Kelly? He had 3 first names. Motherfucker, you out here trolling, you might have put yourself into some bullshit you want no part of, really. You're not ready. You know what you was doing? You was false flagging. You know what that is? False flagging? Because I said, drop your email, I'll give you a link, and I'll be respectful, and I'll let you tell me what you know. MTK's coming back, I want to hear it. You chose to come here and say that shit, but you false flagging. Shit, like false flagging can get you killed in the street. Everybody knows that. Y'all ever saw what happens to a person that says, yo, I'm blood, I'm blood, I'm blood, and then the real blood walks up and starts talking a lingo that they don't understand? What happens to that person? Or I'm Crip, I'm Nieta, I'm Latin King. And then a real person from those sets walk up like, yeah? And they start talking in a lingo that only a real blood, Crip, Nieta, Latin King, only they would understand. They have their own language, y'all. Y'all know this. And if you don't answer correctly, that could mean your life. You don't play like that. Tony Kelly. I just made you famous.
Yes, Drew, can you highlight that comment from Sean? FBI raided top-rate offices. Yeah. Well, what happened? Yes, the FBI investigated Bob Arum twice. Once in 1997 and once in 2002. Both occasions, Bob Arum managed to slip out of it because he's an ex-prosecutor, a lawyer, and there were so many companies that the FBI have investigated him twice before for money laundering, fight fixing, and many other issues. So yes, of course. But this thing is a whole different ball game. And I believe Bob Arum is cooperating with the feds and has been doing for a long time, maybe the last year or so. Bob Arum's been cooperating, and I believe the trigger moment was when he sat down in the office with Daniel Kinahan, and Kinahan said them famous words, Bob, either your brains or your signature is going to be on the contract. And Bob Arum even said himself that he felt threatened by Daniel Kinahan. And I believe that's the moment when he called the feds and said, I want to come in and make the deal. And I believe Bob Arum has been a participating informant since that moment.
That would make sense. And y'all notice that Bob Arum didn't fly over to the UK to watch Tyson Fury knock out Dillian White. Y'all notice he wasn't there? He knows what time it is. He ain't had no fucking COVID. He wasn't sick. He was perfectly fine. He said, I'm not going over there. Get close to Kinahan. I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's happening, y'all. That's why everyone's so quiet. But listen, I got to roll. I got a day job that I got to get to. Art Hostage, you are always welcome here, my brother. Thank you. Keep doing your thing. I'm always listening. I'm always watching. No doubt, man. Salute to you. And I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you, Drew, and thank you to all your listeners and subscribers. You've made me feel very, very welcome, and I'm very, very humble about it. And let's just hope that now when the paths emerge, that we can come to the honest, truthful conclusion, which will take down all of these criminals, because that's what they are, criminals.
That's exactly what they are. Oh, and before I get out of here, y'all know who Sean Gibbons is, right? Sean Gibbons that led the charge in all of these grape charges with the Rolly situation. Y'all look up Sean Gibbons. Y'all go to my channel and put in Sean Gibbons' name. When Bob Arum got raided by the FBI, Sean Gibbons was there. He was involved in that shit. Just do your research. Terry in the building, salute. Oh yeah, let me get this last super chat before I get out of here, man. Daryl Alexander in that super chat, much love. He said, salute you. I remember months ago you reported on the Olympics getting rid of boxing, getting rid of the boxing program. It's scary to wonder how many people knew about this scenario all along. Bro, I did a live months ago about boxing being removed from the Olympics because of the corruption. And then I did another video about how, of all people, saying that they were going to help fix the Olympic boxing program, It was Mauricio Suleiman. I did a video on this, y'all. I've been on this. It's not new. So when this is breaking news and people start going to jail and all kinds of weird shit, don't act like ESPN or CNN broke the story. It was guys like Tate Jones and me and Champside and Ego. It was us right here on YouTube. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to you, art hostage. I got a roll. Much love and appreciation. I'll be in touch, my brother.
Yeah, all the best. Yeah, one last thing before I go.
Yes,
a crazy thing. How about if Daniel Kinahan tries to sneak into Saudi Arabia next month to watch the AJ Usyk fight? How about that? If Daniel Kinahan tries to sneak into Saudi Arabia to watch the AJ Usyk fight, now that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
That would be arrogant of him. It would be, but I like to see what happens.
Yeah, man. Nothing would surprise me now. Nothing at all could surprise me about any of this craziness. Have a wonderful weekend, Drew, and all of the people on here. And we'll speak again very soon.
No doubt, my brother. I'll be in touch. Y'all already know what time it is. Drew Titan Bros on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You know how we roll. Let me just play this on the way out for y'all. You have a good weekend. Painful Excellence Podcast tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see y'all.
My time is coming, but the ones that hate just don't know it yet. They gon' beg and cry, cause I will not forgive them, and now they regret. But the damage is done with your name on the hit list. It's time for revenge. I done told you, I've warned you too many times, but you can't comprehend. With this black fist of mine, ain't no way to prepare for it. Knock you out the Yo Bomb Squad, the world know it. I speak it, believe it, receive it, so what more can I say? I've been knocking cowards out to this day. They call it the right hand of God. They know what the damage it do. I speak it, believe it, receive it. Not only talking, I'll be showing the proof. But still they deny I'm the best. Everyone I fought, I put them to rest. How many fighters do I have to run through in order for you to admit I'm the best? All they doing, throwing dirt on my name. Own kind, trying to put me to shame. All I ever did was speak up and show my love. Pray my people will use their brain. Drug me and cheat. It don't matter cause I'm back on my feet. Back in the gym to turn up that heat. Damn devil gon' get put to sleep. He's done. Sick of the racist acts. Why the media keep ignoring facts? I represent this country as a champ. Don't want me cause my spirit's strong. Plus I am black. Y'all know what I mean when I say this country ain't fair to this day. Don't matter who's next, they hitting the ground. I promise that I'm here to stay. They can't ignore me for long. Bomb Squad, we coming strong. How the hell did it take this long for y'all to know the shit that Fury was on? He must have been paying y'all good to hush and keep all this shit on the low. But I won't back down or stay on the ground, and that I think you all know. My time is coming, but the ones that hate just don't know it yet. They don't know it yet. They gon' beg and cry, cause I will not forgive them, and now they regret. Oh no. But the damage is done with your name on the hit list. It's time for revenge. Oh no. I done told you, I've warned you too many times, but you can't comprehend. With this black fist of mine, ain't no way to prepare for it. Knock you out the Yo Bomb Squad, the world know it. I speak it, believe it, receive it, so what more can I say? What can I say? I've been knocking cowards out to this day.
I have a lot of people around me, positive energy, positive speaking, positive believing. Until that energy is broken. And then there's consequences behind that action.
You said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
And your people do. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things. Your people too. Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. Man, I'm out of here.